What up, what up, what up? So it's Shi-Fi, Shiloh, whatever you want to call me. And we're going to talk about Luka Doncic again. You know, he's a very polarizing guy, especially over in Europe, of course. And there's a lot of mystery behind him. Very much, because he's a foreign guy coming in the draft. A lot of people think he's going to be number one. A lot of people think he's going to be the best player since like LeBron, best player since Michael Jordan. Some people are saying like he's going to be the best player in NBA history. Basically because of he's dominating in Europe, like scoring, what was it, like 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 28 points, I don't know. But like he's averaging like a triple-double basically type of situation. And so a lot of people think he's going to be the best player in NBA history, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And I'm just like, geez, like can we chill? Like just a tad. Just a tad. I remember back in the day when LeBron was coming up, blah blah blah. Everybody's always King James gonna be the next best player. People are kind of referencing that situation because LeBron was a high schooler, 18 years old, dominating like crazy. People are like, oh, he's not the greatest of all time, you know, which he is right now. But looking back, it's like you don't really see it. But you're watching the games and everything. We're gonna react to this video. We're gonna watch this video to like hype me up. And so yeah, it's all mystery. Luka might be the greatest of all time because he's dominating EuroLeague, but I don't know. It's EuroLeague. It's not high school basketball. You know, so let's just watch what this man has to say. This title is Luka Doncic the next Ben Simmons or the next Darko Milicic? Interesting. Probably the next Darko. Dark was hyped. Well, not really. A little bit. All right, let's watch. 3, 2, 1.
Luka Doncic is one of the best foreign prospects we've ever seen. But
we know.
Is he a future star like Ben Simmons or a draft bust like Darko Milicic? That's what we'll be talking about in today's video. So if you guys like my content, Luka Doncic is a 6'8" point forward from Slovenia, and right now NBADraft.net has him projected to go with the
Jaren
number 4
Jackson.
pick in the
No.
2018 NBA draft. Now Luka Doncic is one of the most interesting
I thought that was
players
the
in this
situation.
whole entire draft. I mean, he's one of the best foreign prospects, if not the best foreign prospect we've ever seen. Now this guy has proven himself. He's not some raw talent. He's not some unproven talent. I mean, right now he's 19 years old, and he's barely 19 years old. He's been, 18, 17 for a majority of his professional career. He plays over in Spain, which is without a doubt the second best basketball league in the world, obviously behind the NBA. So in the 52 games that we've gotten to see Luka Doncic play between the Spanish League and the Euro League, he's averaging 15 points per game, he's getting 5.2 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and he's shooting 47% from the field. But what you guys gotta realize is the Euro League and European style of basketball in general is much different than the NBA. So it's really hard to compare numbers, between the Euro League or the League ACB and the NBA or even college basketball. So maybe a better metric would be to look at his per 36 minute stats, where he is getting 21.6 points per game, getting 7.6 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. Now, to get an idea of just how good Luka Doncic's stats are compared to his competition in the EuroLeague, right now, he's 3rd in points per game while only being 9th in field goal attempts. He's 2nd in free throws, he's 4th in assists, and he's 6th in defensive rebounds. Now, that's pretty insane for a guy that's quote-unquote a shooting guard / small forward. This guy is a serious prospect. Let's realize that he's basically 18 years old. He's playing in the second best basketball league in the world. Now, he's not playing against guys, that are in college basketball that are going to be between the age, of 18 and 22. That's not the case. He's playing for a majority of the time against grown men, and he's still one of the biggest stars in the whole entire league. So it's pretty clear that Luka Doncic, he has proven himself, and he's proven himself at 18 years old. That's just absolutely crazy. But
I've seen that full court shot in every highlight tape.
I mean, we're talking about a guy that is 6'8", can literally play the small forward through the point guard position. I mean, that gives any NBA team a lot of versatility. He's without a doubt the best playmaker in this 2018 NBA draft. That's where you're getting a lot of value. And as we're seeing in recent NBA drafts, guys like Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons, they're taken at the top of the draft because that kind of skill set holds a lot of value in this high-paced modern NBA. Now, for what this video is about, what's in the title, what's in the thumbnail, is Luka Doncic, a future star like Ben Simmons, or a bust? And in my opinion, he definitely has a pretty high floor. I can't see this guy being a bust. I mean, this guy is proven. As far as Darko Milicic was a raw prospect. Darko Milicic really had no place going that high in the draft. He hadn't proven himself in the European leagues or anything like that. He did not have substantial numbers. I mean, Luka Doncic is a guy that can win. He's a guy that's, playing at super high competition for his age. He's dominating that competition, doing that all while being a great prospect just as far as being 6'8", having that kind of handle, having that kind of shot. I mean, this guy is legit. I mean, comparing him to anyone like Darko Milicic or any bust coming out of the foreign leagues, that's just ridiculous.
I wish you would dunk
Obviously,
more.
Any player in this draft can be a bust. Luka Doncic can be a bust, but right now it's appearing he's set up to have a lot of success.
Ooh.
Now, Luka Doncic recently actually compared himself to Ben Simmons. That's why Ben Simmons is there in the thumbnail. Luka Doncic actually said, I think we were similar, He can play point guard, he can play forward, he can play a lot of stuff like LeBron. I mean, he's basically comparing himself to Ben Simmons and LeBron James. That's an absolutely massive comparison. Those are definitely some big words coming out of Luka Doncic. Now, before we go any further, I want to look at some concerns.
My man's is wilding with the comparisons.
Is his athleticism, but I think this one's kind of overblown because he's definitely not a guy that's unathletic. That's definitely not the case. Obviously, he's not lightning quick or anything like that, but because he's 6'8" and has point guard-like skills, he can really, really dribble the basketball. I think that'll almost mitigate any concerns about his athleticism. He's played really good defense over in the EuroLeague. I think, because he's going to be 6'8", probably guarding, ones and twos in the NBA, I think that should not be as big of a concern as people are making it. Now, the other concern, which is actually a pretty big deal to me, would be his inconsistent shooting. Now, last season, that's when I really got excited about this prospect. I mean, the guy, he was a crazy playmaker. He was shooting 35% from three. Now, this season, he is only shooting 30% from three, which is definitely a big concern.
30?
But let's remember, the guy is playing against grown men. Let's remember, the guy, is only 18 years old, or barely 19 years old.
I know.
Okay, let's remember those things. Let's also remember the EuroLeague three-point line is further back than the college three-point line. It's pretty close to that NBA three-point line.
So it's going to be worse than 30.
The college three-point numbers to him, that's just unfair. So the guy definitely has a great shot. You can see in his warm-ups, he makes shots on a consistent basis. The guy can shoot the basketball, but obviously it's been pretty inconsistent as of late. But I would really not be worried about that, especially if you got a guy comparing himself to LeBron James, comparing himself to Ben Simmons. I mean, LeBron James definitely wasn't a great three-point shooter in the beginning of his career. Ben Simmons right now is showing no three-point ability, so if you at least have a lot of potential with that in Luka Doncic, that is something to be excited about. So that's definitely, a little bit of a concern, but man, am I excited about this prospect. Now, going into the 2018 NBA draft, like I said before, he's right now projected to go to the Atlanta Hawks at that number 4 spot, which I kind of
I'm not going to pick Jaren. That's not.
This prospect. I think
that's not going to happen.
I think he has a lot of potential, but this 2018 NBA draft is good. And if the Phoenix Suns have the number 1 overall pick, it makes a lot of sense to take DeAndre Ayton. All I'm saying is this guy is like no foreign prospect we've ever seen. He's a guy you can build around, but at the same time, you could slide him into an already competing roster as he can actually play the point guard through the small forward spot. I'm really excited to see where he goes in this draft. I really think there should be no reason he slides out of the top 5, but this is also a very, very good draft. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what are you guys thinking about Luka Doncic? Is he, the next Ben Simmons? Is he the next Darko Milicic? I'm interested to see what you guys think, so if you guys like this video or you like my content,
he's definitely more like Ben Simmons than Darko. I mean, Darko is a insane situation. The funny thing about that whole situation with Darko is that the Pistons still won the title. So they could basically say, yeah, Darko, we picked Darko and then won the title. That's pretty funny. I've always thought that was kind of funny. So this situation is so polarizing. It's so entertaining because if Luka doesn't pan out, like he doesn't become an all-star, the whole foreign reputation is going to die something. Like everybody's hyping up Luka for sure. I get the hype for sure. If I had money, I don't think Luka is going to be like this great player ever, like greatest of all time, or like not even like LeBron-esque, or I mean, if anything, I can see him being an all-star. That'd be crazy. But if I think he'll be a above average point guard in the NBA when he's like in his 7th, 8th year. Like an above average point guard. I've always said Ricky Rubio, but I don't know. I don't think Ricky is above average. I think he's a straight up average point guard. Above average, can't. Point guards, maybe Ricky is above average. I can't, whatever. But I think the Luka hype is crazy. But I am going to be entertained. I just don't want the Mavs to pick him. We're not going to pick him anyway because of Dennis Smith. But the Suns, I really like Devin Booker. I'm not sure if I want Devin compared with Luka. That'd be, I don't know. This is tough because Luka is obviously averaging. He's getting buckets. I mean, everybody knows that. But the EuroLeague is a little different than the NBA. Yes, he's 18. He's 18. I get it. I get all that mess. I get all the buckets. Yeah. But when you compare that to the NBA, yeah, he's playing full-grown men in EuroLeagues. But the NBA, it's like full-grown men that are amazingly great. So, I mean, I could see him averaging 13 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds for his rookie stats. Is that too insane? Is that crazy? Tell me if that's crazy. I don't know. But this will be fun to watch. I've always said if Luka gets drafted by a great franchise, he might be that good. Like if he gets drafted, what if the Spurs go up and draft him? Like they're done with Kawhi, they trade Kawhi for somebody, get a pick and blah blah blah. If they finesse and get Luka or something, then I'm like Luka could be an amazing player. It's all about the fit. It's all about the fit. I'm not sure if Luka would fit with the Suns because they're kind of a trash team, and I mean they got Devin, but that's it. But yeah, so this will be a very fun time for the NBA. Just having an amazing foreign player in the works, like just a really hyped up foreign player. Because if this doesn't work out, the reputation of foreign players will get hit. Yes, I know there's been great foreign players, but there's also been a lot of bad foreign players that have been hyped up. Especially in the recent drafts. Joel Embiid doesn't count. He played college basketball. Guys, I know I'm seeing the comments. But yeah, so that's about it. So thank you for watching. And wish Luka the best. I hope he fulfills the hype. I hope all of that mess. So thank you for watching. And see you next time. Peace.